Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. This is Ask Roger, and I'm Roger Moore. People share with me their concerns about bone loss and osteoporosis. And I'm frequently asked about healthy sources of calcium, and I still hear people forcing milk and other dairy products on their family, believing that milk builds strong bones. According to the Dairy Council's own research, milk does not build strong bones. I received this email from Lily a few days ago. Thank you, Roger, for your Ask Roger articles. I've enjoyed and appreciated them very much. Last week you wrote about protein and you mentioned calcium. I want to know more. I'm trying to lead a vegan life, but I am concerned about getting enough calcium. If I don't eat any dairy, where do I get calcium? Well, thank you, Lily, for your question, and I appreciate it. And let me again say that I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist. I have studied nutrition for the past 20 years. I am certified by Dr. John McDougall in a Start Solution training program, and I'm studying for a certification in sports nutrition. When people ask me, I happily share the evidence that is available from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, from Dr. John McDougall, and many other sources that support a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. In my book, Becoming Slender for Life, I wrote about the dairy for calcium myth. And here's what I wrote. Members of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine recommend that you minimize or eliminate dairy products, including milk, yogurt, cheese, and eggs. All are loaded with fat and cholesterol. Cow's milk contains 50% more fat than mother's milk. No other species still drinks milk after the young offspring phase. And there's no other species which drinks the milk of a different species other than domesticated cats or dogs, which have been made accustomed to this. Even low dairy products are not recommended because of potential health hazards, including allergies, childhood diabetes, arthritis, and lactose intolerance. Unfortunately, dairy industry advertisements do not reveal the unwanted side effects, which include increased risk of prostate and ovarian cancer, diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. Use small amounts of low-fat soy milk or rice milk as an alternative. No milk? Where do I get my calcium? Have you ever seen milk build strong bones on a milk carton? No, and you don't, and you won't. FDA regulations do not permit false advertising. Milk does not protect the bones. Most of us grew up with nutritional posters on our elementary school walls that were funded by the Dairy Council. We were taught in school that milk builds strong bones and that milk was good for us. I even grew up on a dairy farm where milk was sold. Today, we know that the Dairy Council's own studies show that dairy actually takes calcium out of the body. And we know from Dr. John McDougall, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and others, that dairy products are unhealthy and can contribute to obesity and other illnesses. In spite of the evidence to not eat dairy products, most Americans will not hear of it. They will not even look at the facts. Most Americans continue to eat cheese and feed their children milk. Experience around the world fails to support the benefits claimed by the dairy industry. Countries with the highest traditional consumption of dairy products, which is the United States, Sweden, Israel, Finland, and the United Kingdom, also have the highest rates of osteoporosis-related hip fractures. Places in the world with a traditionally low intake of dairy, Hong Kong, Singapore, countries in rural Africa, have the lowest incidence of osteoporosis. Finland has both the highest milk and milk product consumption rate and the highest diabetes rate worldwide. Spain has one of the lowest milk consumption rates and one of the lowest diabetes rates. If calcium is the key and milk is such a great source, why are there still 10 million Americans with osteoporosis? Long-standing recommendations to increase calcium intakes have had little or no effect on the prevalence of osteoporosis or fractures in the United States. Worldwide, the incidence of osteoporosis correlates directly and strongly with the animal protein intake. Calcium is a mineral, and like all minerals, it comes from the ground. There are many good sources of calcium. Kale, broccoli, and other green leafy vegetables contain calcium that is readily absorbed by the body. A report in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that calcium absorbability was actually higher for kale than for milk, and concluded that greens such as kale can be considered to be at least as good as milk in terms of their calcium absorbability. Beans are also rich in calcium. Dairy products are not required for good nutrition. Brussels sprouts is 63.8%. These are the calcium absorption rates. Mustard greens, 57.8%. Broccoli, 52.6%. Turnip greens, 51.6%. Kale, 50%. Cow's milk, 32%. Green leafy vegetables and beans are rich in calcium without the disadvantages of dairy products. While there is somewhat less calcium in broccoli than in milk, the absorption fraction, the percentage your body can actually use, is higher from broccoli and nearly all other greens than from milk. And you'll have to excuse the background noise there, sorry about that. If you're looking for calcium for whatever reason, you will find more than you need in fortified juices and soy milks. The key in maintaining calcium in balance, however, is not only to have an adequate intake, but to minimize the calcium losses. That means avoiding animal protein, limiting sodium, salt, in your diet, getting adequate exercise and enough sunlight for vitamin D generation in your body. Now this was pages 142 to 145 from my book, Becoming Slender for Life. You know, folks, many people are eating cheese for calcium and protein, when in reality, they're just fooling themselves. Cheese is very addictive. Now, I remember when I would go through a 3-pound brick of cheese in just a few days. I lived on cheese. Of course, then I weighed 260 pounds, I was fat, and I was sick. It's been almost 20 years now since I quit eating cheese, butter, ice cream, yogurt, milk, or any other dairy product. Today, I'm happy to say that I'm slender and healthy. So, hypnosis for weight loss helped me change my life. Weight loss hypnosis can change your life too. If you'd like to know how hypnosis can help you to make healthy lifestyle changes and want to improve your physical, mental, and emotional health, please give me a call or send me an email. You can give me a call at 206-903-1232 or email me, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com. Let me know how to support you. We can meet here in my downtown Seattle office here in the historic Medical Dental Building, 15th floor in downtown Seattle. We can meet over in Bainbridge Island in my office there. And I have clients in several states and several countries around the world that I meet with online just like this. So if I can support you, please give me a call, send me an email. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Ask Roger at Hypnosis Health Info.